Whether you're a skincare lover or novice, make sure to subscribe below. Welcome to Rotten Skin, a critical lens to skincare. Hey. Hey everyone, I'm back to try a tinted sunscreen, and it's been so long since I've done that, so I'm excited to do that again. Today I'm trying the Colorescience Total Protection Face Shield. I've seen this one around a lot. When I was last year, when I was passionately searching for mineral tinted sunscreens on Amazon and stuff, and always skipped past it because it's $40. I'm making this video in collaboration with skinstore.com, and they're providing 25% off of a certain section of their website dedicated to vitamin C products in honor of Vitamin C Day, which happened on April 4th. This product doesn't contain any vitamin C, as far as I am aware, after parsing the ingredients list, but it does have a lot of antioxidants, and I'm trying a couple of vitamin C products from them for this campaign, but I'm not formally reviewing them today. One is this GlyDerm Vitamin C Serum, Intense C Serum, and the other one is this Citrix one. Both of these are pricey. They're the most expensive vitamin C products I've ever tried. This one is more kind of basic, minimal ingredients. This Citrix one, on the other hand, is quite bougie with all types of plant stem cell ingredients. But anyway, I've been trying to use vitamin C every day because, as we know, vitamin C is a potent antioxidant. It can help signal the fibroblasts in the skin to produce more collagen, and it's an essential vitamin that you can only get through extrinsic factors. So applying it topically is one of the best ways to deliver vitamin C to the skin. There's obviously a question about stability and whatnot, but I can't really speak to that. And so at some point you have to just put your trust in the manufacturer and just test different products out to see what suits you. This one has L-Ascorbic acid in it. Again, I'm not formally reviewing it, but I do apply some every day now. Not necessarily in the morning only, sometimes I do at night, and that can still deliver and provide antioxidant activities for the next day. So anyway, I'm going to apply a little bit of this today. This one's really interesting because it's kind of like a paste-like consistency, which isn't something I've ever really tried in a serum. It certainly is a nice consistency. I've just been putting a little bit. This one's 10% vitamin C or L-ascorbic acid, which is on the lower end. For people with sensitive skin, it could be better to use a lower percentage strength. I'm not going to be using this sunscreen or anything on my neck today. I use a separate sunscreen for that area because I've been having neck irritation, as some of you know. And so now that I have thoroughly bored everyone who has no idea who I am, we can go ahead and get started, but I will leave a link to the skinstore.com section of vitamin C products, including the Colorescience sunscreen product, which you can get for 25% off by using my code JAI. I'll leave all that info in the description. So let's take a look at this Colorescience sunscreen. I still haven't opened it, so I'm going to try it for the first time today. It's a tinted sunscreen. This is the original formula. They also have a glow formula and a bronze formula. They state that this will blend into most skin tones, so kind of curious what that's going to look like. I haven't watched any reviews of this recently. People have recommended it on my channel, but again, it's just kind of more than I would typically pay for a sunscreen. But with that 25% off discount, it's starting to look like more of a, good buy. It does have a lot of ingredients in there, which might justify the price. I mean, they are kind of trademarked ingredients, which they call their Enviro Screen technology. It's a combination of an ingredient they call lipochromin, trademarked, and some molecular level studies have shown that it's more potent than, it has greater antioxidant abilities than vitamin C, vitamin E, and ferulic acid. They also use something called Infragard, which is a blend of sunflower sprouts and terratannins. And this is ostensibly in there to protect from infrared radiation, which is really like the heat that the sun gives off, which has been shown to contribute to aging in the skin. They also use Vital ET, which is, they state, a bioavailable form of vitamin E, which of course is moisturizing and also can act as an antioxidant in the skin. It's a mineral sunscreen, of course. It has 12% zinc oxide, and in addition it has some anti-inflammatory ingredients, including bisabolol, which that name is so ridiculous in my opinion. But bisabolol is a derivative of chamomile oil, and then it also has some allantoin. So as you can see, it is kind of a fluffy skincare product. It's a sunscreen, so all of the antioxidants and whatnot, sunscreens sit on top of the skin, at least that's what they're supposed to do. And when you apply an antioxidant, the hope is that it's able to penetrate the skin to really reach the deeper layers and impact skin cells within the dermis. But with a sunscreen, you wouldn't really assume that that would be happening. So I always feel a little bit weird about, you know, having all of these skincare benefit ingredients in a sunscreen. But at any rate, of course, this also has iron oxides, which can provide blue light protection depending on the percentage. I don't know the percentage of iron oxides in here. It's the last ingredient, so it's probably pretty minimal, but it could potentially provide some blue light protection. Of course, blue light contributes to hyperpigmentation in certain individuals. The next question is, will it look good on my skin? Usually, these tinted sunscreens that state they're good for all skin tones end up looking like okay for on my skin, like the Dermatology mineral sunscreen, and man, I've tried so many. I don't even, was the Sun Bum claiming universal tint? My brain's not working today. At this point, I would just try the sunscreen. It comes in a 55 milliliter bottle, by the way, and the packaging is, dare I say, iridescent, very subtly sparkly. They have a PA rating, so it's an SPF 50 PA+++, chemical-free actives, which of course doesn't make any sense. Even zinc oxide is a chemical. Anyway, that's like ridiculous, and it is water and sweat resistant for 40 minutes. So this could be a contender for something you would wear outside. I tend to wear tinted sunscreens just as a final layer when I want some additional coverage and potentially blue light coverage. Okay, I opened it. There's no seal on it, so that's interesting. Do you have to shake this? I would. It does seem to have like a pink appearance, which is common in like tone-up formulas, so I don't know that's gonna look like. It's very peachy. It's a little runny. It has a faint scent, but it is fragrance-free. It spreads well. It kind of just feels like any sun fluid. So it goes on a little bit casty on me. It's not that different from just using a plain mineral sunscreen, non-tinted, from what I can see right now. I can try to put some in my facial hair, but I don't have high hopes for that. Yeah, it's not gonna work there. That was just kind of one layer. I would usually, with sunscreen in general, go in with another layer. So that's what it looks like right after application. Just so you know, in terms of the lighting, I'm like kind of somewhat close to a window with natural light today, but I have an LED light also like next to me. So just FYI, it's really low coverage because you can still see some of my sunspots and hyperpigmentation marks. It does feel like a moisturizing formula. Some people might not like that. It does feel like there's some oils in there or something. I mean, vitamin E is in there. There are some dimethicones, so that's probably why it feels a little bit more velvety, I guess. I guess it's a solvent for the zinc. Off the bat, it's pretty glowy. It's still casty, and it's probably only been a few minutes now, or less than a few minutes. I don't know. Yeah, it's looking a little purpley on me. Instead of boring you and watching paint dry with you, I can just come back in like 5 to 10 minutes and let you see. It's been like 10 minutes and I feel that that's an adequate amount of time. I don't think this is going to work for most skin tones, unfortunately. I think it'll work for most light skin tones. It does end up leaving kind of like an ashy appearance, so for me, I would need more iron oxides, just a different shade in order to make this work. Perhaps some of their other formulas that are different colors would work for me, but this one is, you know, it's like very borderline. I think it's not alarming. Like I could go out in public and no one would notice because people don't care. For me personally, it feels a little bit like ashy on my skin, and so I'd imagine it would feel that way for a lot of other people, especially areas that are slightly darker on my skin, like under my eyes and stuff. It kind of gives off just like a purplish appearance, so it wears very much like a non-tinted zinc oxide formula. Like I said earlier, it is quite glowy depending on what lighting you're in. Interestingly, in natural light it doesn't look as shiny, but when I'm just like in the bathroom, I can tell it's really like reflecting a lot of light. It has dried down, but it still feels very velvety to touch, so again, quite moisturizing with the dimethicone in there. It's an interesting product. Is it worth $40? Probably not. I think there are better options for that price, or a lot less actually. Personally, I really like the Sunbum Tinted Mineral Sunscreen. I'll link everything I talked about below, including the vitamin C section that you can get 25% off. I don't know if I mentioned this, but like they have a range of vitamin C products. Not all of them are like exorbitantly expensive, so it's worth it to check out if you have been looking to add vitamin C to your regimen. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, you can tell me you liked it by hitting the thumbs up button or leave me a comment. That's all I have to say. So see you next time.